Welcome to Meekum's Gone Farmin' Vintage Tractor Auction, featuring the only classic tractor auction of its kind in the country. Today, some of the hardest to find tractors in the world will hit the auction block, so sit back and relax and enjoy Meekum's Gone Farmin' Vintage Tractor Auction.
Hi folks, and welcome back to Davenport, Iowa. Pat and Max with you once again this week at the 2014 Spring Classic, the Meekum Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Auction. And if you're with us last week, you know the quality of product here at the Davenport show is amazing, and some good prices going on too, Max.
Yeah, we've had some go through that have been on the bargain end and some on the high end. So
folks, stay right where you are. We've got more Antique Tractor Auction coming up right after this.
Ever have a need on the farm or ranch where you need the power of a dozer in a smaller size? Introducing the MINNEAPOLIS tractor. The Struck Corporation has been making hard-working equipment for homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, and for light commercial contractors for more than 45 years. Have the do-it-yourself itch for a project? Build your own dozer. Perfect for the farm and ranch. It's the MINNEAPOLIS tractors from the Struck Corporation. Call or click to request free information today. How many thousands of dollars have you spent on your truck and trailer to make it a comfortable and safe towing experience? How about investing a small amount in the actual connection to ensure a comfortable ride? Introducing the Shocker Hitch. With its simple pivot design, it will provide shock absorption both up and down and back and forth much better than other designs. For more information and a more comfortable ride, call toll-free at the number below or go to shockerhitch.com. With proper maintenance and care, our smiles can last a very long time. We want our dentists to choose the very best products. Pink Band. Pink Band goes around your tooth for improved moisture control with its patent silicone coating. Contamination or leakage of your dental filling while your dentist is placing a composite is known to cause the dental fillings to fail prematurely. Pink Band is a new, innovative dental product to ensure your smile will last a long time. Ask your dentist if Pink Band is right for you.
Now we got a crawler, and boy, you can hear this thing coming in. And the good thing we got the rubber mats down on the floor on this one.
yeah, them tracks would rattle a little bit. It'd be a little noisy in here. And of course, this one here, we don't have a year on it. Selling it no reserve. Probably a good thing we're not selling it by the pound. But got the blade on it. Looks like it'd be good to go. It looks like the blade's got up and down, but it's also got tilt. So if a guy wanted to cut a ditch or whatever with it, the blade is set up to do that. It also has a winch on the back of it for if you wanted to drag stuff out of the mud or
drag about anything with that winch on that thing.
Yeah, and it's a PTO-driven gear winch, so I mean there's no slip there. You're going to break that cable if you're hooked to something too tight, or you're going to pull that crawler backwards. So these are just very neat. CLETRAC, of course, eventually became part of Oliver Corporation. But this one's a diesel. I would think this is a pretty early crawler being a CLETRAC, so you don't see them every day come up for auction.
Right now the bid's $3,500, or they're looking for $3,500 on this lot number F19. Looking at $3,250 bid, looking for $3,500. No indication whether or not that's a no. Is this a no reserve? Not
yes, it is a no reserve.
Yeah,
so
this is a no reserve. So this is going to have a new owner. I hope they brought a heavy-duty trailer and a heavy-duty truck to pull that baby home. $3,500 for the CLETRAC crawler. Wow, this one coming by was a feast for the eyes. I got to tell you, this nice restoration on lot F20, which is a 1940 John Deere G. This is Looks like they've got this one's got a nice restoration. All the John Deere lettering on it, including the back axles, all dialed in. This is got new Firestone tires. Really nice looking tractor.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of people at home are sitting there going, well, by 1940, John Deere had styled all their tractors. And the Model G, it took a little while for them to get to it. The sales on them were good, but they weren't selling what they were, the A and the Bs. So they kind of held this back and left them unstyled for a few years. They had these tractors here, the rear ends were over-engineered to the point where they claimed that they would handle 200 horsepower. And this tractor here is maybe about 47 horse. I mean, the gears in these things are huge, but unstyled Gs have been real hot lately. I mean, there were only 1,128 Gs built in 1940, and the unstyled Gs were built from 37 to 42, at which point they started with the GM, which they had to because of the war restrictions at the time. So, but right here with the cast rear wheels, this is kind of everyone's dream. It's got the chrome straight pipe on it, so you get that good 2-cylinder bark to them.
I don't imagine of those 1,128 that were built, there's too many of them left in this kind of condition.
Yeah, and of course that's just in 1940. That may have been the lowest production year for the Gs, but
right now that tractor's at $8,000. Starting to roll, so last minute bids. $8,000. That one has a new owner here at the 4th annual 2014 Spring Classic. Once again, Meekham's Gone Farmin Antique Tractor Auction. Max Wilson and Patrick Holmes, proud to be with you here from Davenport, Iowa, the Mississippi Valley Fair Center. And now we have got a Butte coming in, a 75 Farmall 1066 Turbo. It's got 3,900 hours. It's restored. It's got the 3-point, new seat, dual PTO, lot F22, and I think this one's going to bring some dough.
Yeah, and this one here is actually one of our feature tractors. So that means that the person wanted to just get a little more pop on it, and that means it made our book and everything. If you haven't seen it, we've got a real nice show book here that features real good snapshots of all of our feature tractors. And this one here, I mean, this thing here, I'm a John Deere man, but this will even make me drool a little bit with the paint and the finish on this tractor.
The chrome stacks just all polished up. The tires are fantastic condition. This is just a neat tractor. And of course, this has got the deluxe fenders on it, as the bigger tractors did in this vintage, and just makes that tractor look so meaty and tough.
Yeah, and I always liked when IH went to this paint scheme and the way the hood come forward and then the grill sloped back. I mean, it just made a nice looking tractor, the paint scheme on it. And this one is selling at no reserve, so this guy's got confidence that it should bring what it needs to bring. These tractors have been hot lately. So
you see the crowd kind of moving up around this one. They're $13,500 is what they're looking for right now. 13.5 is what they're looking for as it rolls out the door. Looks like that's going to have a new owner, as you said it, since this is a new no reserve auction.
And that one rolled out the door, and we're still working on it here a little bit.
I've got 13 in the back, right in front of our booth here, Max. We've got 13 grand. So now they're looking for 13.5. Yep. He says yes. Now they're looking for 13.750. Two guys kind of fighting over. This is when auctions get fun. We've got two guys that want to take that baby.
Yep. Yeah, and that was a beautiful tractor. I mean, just the paint on it alone was well worth the price of admission here to see some of these beautifully restored tractors.
Wow. Now they got the 13.750 looking for 14 grand. And this guy in front of us decided that's past his limit. Well, Max, this has been a great morning so far here at the 4th annual Spring Classic, the Meekham Antique Tractor Auction. We're live this morning from Davenport, Iowa, and we have got a whole bunch more to go. Right now we're at F22, and we've got about 70 to go. So we're going to take a short break, so we hope you stay right there and come back and spend some time with us here at the Antique Tractor Auction from Meekham right here on RFD-TV. We'll be right back.
Man, they're still working on this thing. They're creeping up there on this.
That tractor is stunning.
Whoa, last tractor, 14,750. Kathy, 14,750. Next tractor up for auction is F24 to 1970 model International 826, serial number 7521. This is the 20th 826 ever
You don't see too many with cabs these days up at these auctions, do you?
Well, we're seeing a lot more of them now as the age of the tractors are getting to that point.
Yeah, you're right. What year is this one?
This is
an F23.
No. This would be F21. This is an 826 Wheatland, which is kind of an unusual IH tractor. You don't see many of the 826s around here. Yeah, in that Wheatland configuration. You see the drawbar on the back's got that big support and it's sweeping, and then if you look at the front wheels, they're a little bit taller and skinnier, and the axle is swept back. So this was mainly used out west in the wheat country and that, and they were very popular out there because they like those low-slung tractors. You get out in the wheat country out in Oregon.
And that's air conditioner unit, right?
Yeah, and I think that's not an IH cab on there. So that AC unit's an aftermarket deal.
Oh, look at that.
We have Cass and Hyler here, a husband and wife duo. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing out here this weekend.
We brought 2.5 tractors to sell in this auction. We've heard fabulous things about this auction. First class, we're here. We want to participate.
First off, how did you get into the antique tractor auction, antique tractor game?
We would go to tractor shows, just shopping for other things. I fell in love with the unstyled John Deere tractors. Hyler, being romantic, bought me for our 24th wedding anniversary an unstyled John Deere A. We took it to a tractor show, had so much fun, discovered it's not about the tractors, it's about the people. We love the people. And so, being equal opportunity spenders and collectors, I have my own collection. Hyler started his own collection, and we're up to about 30.
So your first antique tractor was an anniversary present. Yes. Hyler, tell me a little bit about how you decided on what to get her.
Well, I would pay attention to when we would walk through the tractors, what she would point to. And she would point to an old unstyled A, so that's what we bought. We didn't know how to start it. We didn't know anything about it.
We didn't own a trailer.
Didn't even own a trailer to haul it. And but anyway, one thing led to another. We ended up with an 18-wheeler to haul our tractors in, and we really enjoy the hobby. But it's because of the people. We've done horses, we've done cars. And we love this because it's not judged. It's just people getting together and enjoying the hobby.
How did you guys get involved with the Mecum auctions to begin with? Have you been coming for a few years now, or?
No, this is the second one we've been to, and basically we would see his advertisements, which are much higher quality than any other auction company. And it's a first-class operation. The unique thing that Dan is doing is creating the brand that at my auctions you're going to see really quality equipment. I mean, he's created that brand, and so far that's working out. So we're already planning to be back here next April, and probably with more tractors. We're beginning to thin our collection. We're selling what we're not loading up and showing. And I'm getting tired of starting them and charging batteries and all the work you have to do. And so we said, let's just sell the ones that we're not showing. So that's why we have what we have here.
That's part of it, letting someone else enjoy it next, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, you two, for sharing your story.
Okay, thank you. Enjoyed visiting with you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
I'm Bailey here at the Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Auction.
Ever have a need on the farm or ranch where you need the power of a dozer in a smaller size? Introducing the MINNEAPOLIS tractor. The Struck Corporation has been making hard-working equipment for homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, and for light commercial contractors for more than 45 years. Have the do-it-yourself itch for a project? Build your own dozer. Perfect for the farm and ranch. It's the MINNEAPOLIS tractors from the Struck Corporation. Call or click to request free information today. How many thousands of dollars have you spent on your truck and trailer to make it a comfortable and safe towing experience? How about investing a small amount in the actual connection to ensure a comfortable ride? Introducing the Shocker Hitch. With its simple pivot design, it will provide shock absorption both up and down and back and forth much better than other designs. For more information and a more comfortable ride, call toll-free at the number below or go to shockerhitch.com. With proper maintenance and care, our smiles can last a very long time. We want our dentists to choose the very best products. Pink Band. Pink Band goes around your tooth for improved moisture control with its patent silicone coating. Contamination or leakage of your dental filling while your dentist is placing a composite is known to cause the dental fillings to fail prematurely. Pink Band is a new, innovative dental product to ensure your smile will last a long time. Ask your dentist if Pink Band is right for you.
All right, here we got one of our feature tractors, John Deere 420 crawler. You notice how high that blade lifts and everything. That was really Deere's first entrance into the industrial side with the.
We're not on. Mike, do you want to go live? This is a feature tractor.
But of course, this one here with the 3-point on it and the tracks and everything, just a very nice looking, appears to be original tractor, but model 62 blade on it, full 3-point. This would just be a nice one. A buddy of mine's got a 40 crawler. We've used it for clearing fence lines, and it's amazing what power they get out of that little 2-cylinder engine with a crawler.
A lot of dough. Imagine if it was restored.
Oh yeah. But to find them like this is the way you want to find a crawler if you're going to restore it. So.
The third link is original third link on the back.
Yeah, original third link on one of those is unusual. Have 3-point on a crawler. It's also got the remotes out the back, which is unusual. So.
72 and a half, 75.
Yeah, this would be something I wouldn't mind buying to have at the farm for doing some work. So. And the fine one with the undercarriage in excellent condition is something else too. Usually these crawlers, they've been abused. And
Mike, are you there?
We're almost to Minnesota.
He's going to want this one on, don't you think?
Thank you.
Mike?
$8,000. That's good money on that crawler. Also has the unusual shell transmission. We should be getting this on the air.
That one?
Yeah.
Is it selling?
I don't know if it was no reserve or not, but reserve just came off.
Mike, are you there? Mike, are you there? Mike?
Oil-cooled enterprises 725 max RPM. Ladies and gentlemen, guarantee the tractor starts, runs, and drives. You guarantee the tractor start, run, and drive.
Michael, are you there?
50, 40, 30, who gets 20, 20,000, the 20, 10,000 right now.
Michael?
Let's just keep going. They're taping.
What?
Let's just keep going. They are. I believe they're taping, but
Are they taping? Right.
Rumely.
Max, this is a beautiful tractor, and obviously got a lot of interest in this one. A 1928 Rumely Oil Pull X. This thing was pulled in, but they say it runs.
Yeah, they had it running. You could see it sitting out here before. I think they just ran out of fuel. Might be a little something floating around in the carburetor, just stopped it up. But, of course, this one's set up here with the rubber bolted onto the wheels, so you can drive it on the cement and everything, not mark up the pavement or anything. 601 cubic inch, two-cylinder engine, oil-cooled, 725 RPM max speed, 25 to 40 horse is what they're saying. It was 25 on the drawbar, 40 out of the engine. So if you wanted to belt it up, if you were running a threshing machine, you'd need a 40-horse tractor. This is what you would have been using back then. And, of course, this was when tractors were really starting to replace horses a little bit. They weren't as commonplace. This would be something a group of farmers would get together and buy and use it in their threshing ring, or maybe pulling a plow and plowing the neighbor's stuff. And
Right now, bids at $20,000 on this. No indication whether or not the reserve has been met, but it sounds like it has.
$20,000. One of our features right there.
Absolutely. Well, here's our first high crop, and this one's got a little extra paintwork on it, some pinstriping. It's got the roof on it, the lid, and this is a great-looking tractor, a that looks like it's an early 60s model, John Deere 2010. This is a diesel, new tires, completely rebuilt engine, new injectors, glow plug, and injection pumps, professionally repainted, including the media blasting, epoxy primer. Wow, this is a beautiful tractor. And again, they did kind of a neat little pinstriping effect on this one.
And of course, on the 2010 high crops, or 2010s, they were built up the road here in Dubuque, Iowa. Kind of a different design. Dubuque designed a lot of their own engines, and the diesels were, I don't really want to say problems, but there were a lot of issues with them because of the way they were designed. So to find one that's been restored and this nice, and I would think this was kind of a low option tractor, because you look at it, it's got the same seat as the two-cylinder tractors. It didn't have that new generation seat on it. So this may have been exported somewhere, or it was a guy that was real price conscious when he bought and he didn't want the deluxe seat. So, but it's got the 3-point on it, new tires all around. I have not seen a 2010 high crop with this nice of a restoration and everything on it. So
yeah, it's a really neat looking tractor. This is would this go in somebody's collection, or do you think somebody still uses this tractor?
This is probably going to go into collection because of the rareness of the tractor and everything. It's just, and the restoration work on it just speaks for itself. So
this is as nicely a restored John Deere as we've seen. Right now, the price stands about $82.50. Looks like they're looking for $8,500. The reserve is off. I would hate to try to build that tractor with the new tires and that restoration fund for $8,000.
Yeah, and I think what's kind of hurting this is it does say on here on the description on the website that it does not have a serial number tag on it. So that kind of hurts it a little bit because we can't verify for sure if it was an actual 2010 high crop, but still an unusual piece of history to find all those 2010 parts and put it on a piece. I would think looking at it, it's probably been a high crop all its life, but just all the work's been done to this tractor, and you heard our auctioneer Lance Schmidt up there say that you cannot buy and restore this tractor for what we currently have for a bid.
Not a chance. Looks like they're at $9,500 they're looking for as that high crop starts rolling out the door. And Lance is trying hard. And you know, they're $92.50, and the gavel falls on that one. And really, really nice tractor to add to somebody's collection. Now I've got another big one coming in here, smoking up the place a little bit. The 1973 John Deere 6030.
Yeah, and of course the 6030, that was the big dog in John Deere's lineup, late 60s, early 70s. You look at the massive size of this rear end housing on this, got the big tires on it. It's got a lot of the stuff that people that are buying 6030s look for in these tractors. Of course, 6030 was the first production tractor to reach 200 horse. And when they had these at the Nebraska tests, it actually put 200 horse to the ground through two-wheel drive.
I need to replace those rear tires. Look at all the rubber in those tires. That thing is massive.
Yeah, and I would venture to say that those tires on the back of that tractor are original. It's got 3-point hitch on it, no PTO. A lot of those tractors, they wouldn't have PTO. They were bought to pull. They weren't going to be hooked up to a feed grinder or anything like that. And you look at that. Look at the rear wheel weights inside that right rear wheel. We can see. I mean, those wheel weights are probably somewhere in the vicinity of 500 to 750 pounds, and there's probably one of those on each side. So, I mean, that's another one you wouldn't want to buy by the pound.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? That thing is massive. Right now the bid is $12,000 and it starts to roll out. And we will get some indication whether or not the reserve has been met on this tractor.
And it appears like it has dual outlets on the back too, which by that point a lot of farmers wanted 2 outlets on the back to raise and lower a piece of equipment and also fold it because the width of the equipment.
Bid goes on in the 1973 6030.
Ever have a need on the farm or ranch where you need the power of a dozer in a smaller size? Introducing the MINNEAPOLIS tractor. The Struck Corporation has been making hard-working equipment for homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, and for light commercial contractors for more than 45 years. Have the do-it-yourself itch for a project? Build your own dozer. Perfect for the farm and ranch. It's the MINNEAPOLIS tractors from the Struck Corporation. Call or click to request free information today. How many thousands of dollars have you spent on your truck and trailer to make it a comfortable and safe towing experience? How about investing a small amount in the actual connection to ensure a comfortable ride? Introducing the Shocker Hitch. With its simple pivot design, it will provide shock absorption both up and down and back and forth much better than other designs. For more information and a more comfortable ride, call toll-free at the number below or go to shockerhitch.com. With proper maintenance and care, our smiles can last a very long time. We want our dentists to choose the very best products. Pink Band. Pink Band goes around your tooth for improved moisture control with its patent silicone coating. Contamination or leakage of your dental filling while your dentist is placing a composite is known to cause the dental fillings to fail prematurely. Pink Band is a new, innovative dental product to ensure your smile will last a long time. Ask your dentist if Pink Band is right for you.
Now, really cute little tractor here, 1957. This is a John Deere 420S. This thing was built in the mid to late 50s. It's got a directional reverser. What's that?
Well, what that would be is for doing a lot of your in and out work. Might have had a loader on it, or might have been something where you're doing a lot of back and forth grading or whatever. What that does is whatever gear you're in, it gives you a forward and reverse in it. So if this one here, I don't know if it has, it doesn't say if it's a 4 or 5 speed on it. I would think it's probably a 4 speed, but you could have road gear in reverse.
Wow.
And what it was is just a matter of push the clutch in and pull a lever, and it changed directions in every gear. So
I did not get a chance to walk around this tractor, but boy, from here, that restoration just looks fantastic on this little tractor.
Yeah, and of course in 57, that was the second year of the 20 series production, but this has just got a real slick paint job on it, new tires all around, 3-point, nice looking tractor, and of course we're asking $9,000. It kind of speaks for itself.
Looks like now they're squeezing up to around $10,000. Once again, this is lot F33, 4th annual 2014 Spring Classic here at the Mecum Gone Farming Antique Tractor Auction at Mississippi Valley Fair Center here in Davenport, Iowa. Max Wilson along with Patrick Holmes with you once again, and what a treat for all the folks, enthusiasts that are here today, and really just standing room only inside the arena here.
And I believe the reserve just came off on this 420 at about 9,500, or I think it was right at 10,000. So that tractor is going to go to a new home.
10,500 is the price the new owner paid for that meticulously restored.
And that was one of our feature tractors again,
and
too, Patrick.
So, yeah. Coming up next is lot F34. This is a 71 John Deere 4020. This has got the power shift. Again, a nice restoration job. New tires, new seat. Believed to be original 7,800 hours on this tractor.
Yeah, and of course you can see this is a later series 4020 because it's got the oval muffler. It's narrower, and it was kind of to create a little bit better line of sight for the operator, be able to see out in front of them. That muffler was maybe about half the width of what the original round mufflers were. Second owner, like you said, believed to be 7,800 original hours on dual outlets, 3-point hitch. It's got the fenders on it with the marker lights on it, the flashers, so be a good tractor for the tractor drives. Power shift, of course, 40/20 power shifts always bring good money.
This is a stylish looking tractor. It's got that little lip on the front nose. Just a great looking styled tractor. And this is bringing some good money too. Right now it's over $20,000 bid, and they're looking to get that thing up to $25,000. Very desirable tractor, obviously.
Yeah, and when John Deere went from the 2 cylinders to the 4010s and eventually these 4020s, it really set the world on its ear because John Deere always had the 2 cylinders, and a lot of people were saying that 2-cylinder engine was outdated. So Deere kept this whole thing with this project of redesigning these tractors quiet for almost 10 years that no one knew. And the engineers that were on it, I actually had the privilege of meeting one of the engineers that was involved in that project, and he says even the night watchman could not come and see what they were doing.
It was that secretive. Well, this one's rolling now, bringing some big money. A lot F34, this 1971 John Deere. Right now they're looking for $27,500, and it has sold for $27,000, Max, and proud new owner and probably a proud seller of that tractor.
Oh yeah, and that was real good money on that tractor. I mean, it was super nice, but it's amazing what these 4020s bring now.
Lot F35 is a high crop Oliver. Again, looks to be a pretty nicely restored tractor with knee deep in rubber. Looks to be almost new rubber on this tractor.
Yeah, that rubber on the back has seen a few acres, but that's what they called the rice and cane tires. They had a deeper lug in them, so most likely this was down south somewhere in a wetter climate. But a 1600 high crop, I don't have much for production numbers or anything on that, but I would think that's a fairly rare tractor. You don't see them too often.
Well, we don't have a lot of information, but clearly the interested buyers know what they're buying, because this thing has got bid right near the $20,000 mark at this point.
And of course, you look at the back here on the 3-point hitch arms, you see those ropes running down. A lot of companies were coming out with the quick hitches for the 3-point hitch. Well, Oliver, they always had a claw that came over the top that locked, so that was kind of an early quick hitch where you could back up to something, flip those latches and hook up to it, and then you let go of the ropes and it dropped the latches on and away you went. So very unique tractor. I got to say, that's probably the first one I've seen. So
well, right now they're looking for $18,000. No indication on the reserve on this one.
This one also has the front weights on it too, which is I wouldn't call it rare, but I mean, it's got all the right stuff on it. The fenders on it are neat. You don't see high crops with fenders on them too often. So.
17.7 is the current bid on this one. Now the auctioneer indicating that this is a pretty rare tractor.
Yeah, and this is one of our features again too, so I mean, it kind of speaks to how unusual of a tractor it is. You don't see them, so.
Bid goes on, 17.5, not quite enough on that Oliver 1600. Wow, we've got a monster coming in here now. This is a 1972 Oliver 2655, and this thing is massive. And I got to tell you, I've not seen too many of these big tractors in the Oliver brand, at least in my neck of the woods.
No, and this is pretty much the same tractor as the Minneapolis Moline A4T 1600. Just branded under the Oliver name. It has a Minneapolis Moline engine in it. There were only 490 of these built in 1972. It articulates 44 degrees in either way, so when you're turning, it'll go to 44 degrees. It also oscillates 15 degrees in either direction, which kept all the wheels on the ground at one time. Of course, these four-wheel drives, they were kind of new at that point. You got 3-point PTO on it, which was kind of an unusual option on four-wheel drives still today. You don't
think that'd be just a Polar.
And I mean, this is just a unique tractor. You don't see them every day.
This bid right now is about $8,000 on this 72 2655.
And this thing here actually has a 15-foot turning radius when it's turned tight all the way. So. Three-point hitch and PTO on this tractor. I mean, just an unusual tractor. Be a good one for a smaller farmer if you wanted to go out and put it in the field, but with the rarity of the tractor, you really hate to do that. But.
Especially in the condition. This thing's in great condition. Wow. Seems to be a pretty good buy right there.
Also has the dual outlets on the back, so two sets of hydraulics on it.
Now they're looking at $8,000 and they're starting to roll. Now we do have an internet bid on this tractor, which doesn't surprise me. Now we've got $8,500 bid on it. This is an F36. Big old Oliver 2655. They are working the room and working the internet on this one. Lance wants to get this baby sold. No indication yet. Now they're kind of itching up there around $10,000.
Yeah, and this is another one of our feature tractors. We kind of have a slug of them right now that are features. So. And there comes a reserve off of this tractor. So
baby's going home to a new owner. Again, I hope they bought a big rig to take this one home. Yeah, bringing all these diesels in, you can sure smell them in here now, can't you?
Oh yeah.
$10,250. That Oliver 2655 has got a proud new owner. Another high crop coming in now next, Mac, a 1968 John Deere 4020. This is, again, a beautifully restored John Deere. It's got new tires. Everything seems to work on it. This restoration, rather than just painting it, they sandblasted this thing, so they did it right. Looks like it's got recently rebuilt injector pumps and injectors and a pretty low 6,600 hours for this tractor.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, the high crops have been hot. We've been selling quite a few of them, and they always bring good money. I mean, the paint work on this tractor is pretty nice. Got the fenders on it. No 3-point, but still a nice, clean tractor. Good, honest 40/20 with 6,600 original hours on it.
Again, bringing a pretty good penny right now. Bids about in the high 15s. They're looking for 16 right now. For those of you that just joined us, Max Wilson and Patrick Combs are broadcasting here from the Mississippi Valley Fair Center in Davenport, Iowa. The Meekum's Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Auction. We're currently on lot F37, about halfway through today's tractor lots, and of course we've got a very full day tomorrow with about double the number we've got. Our program can be heard on RFD-TV on Tuesdays at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, and again on Saturdays, 11:30 Eastern and 10:30 Central. So we sure appreciate you tuning in, and we've got so much more to go today. And again, over the next couple of days, you're going to see some amazing tractors and some great restoration jobs and a whole bunch of history. Right now, we're at about a $16,000 bid, looking for $16,500 on this really nicely restored 68 high crop John Deere 40/20. And we start rolling towards the door, looking for $16,250. No indication yet on the reserve. The bid goes on in that 1968 John Deere 40/20. And you know what? I can't say that I blame him. That's an awful nice tractor. It just looks like he wants a little bit more out of it.
Now we have Johnny all the way from Georgia here at the tractor auction. Tell me, this is your first experience with a Meekum tractor auction?
It is. I've been watching it on RFD-TV and been able to watch it for about a year now and got interested in it. And I taught vocational agriculture in Camilla, Georgia for 5 or 6 years and was in the school business there. And like I say, watching it on RFD-TV, I had an interest in coming to tractors, and I accumulate some tractors. I got 6 or 7 of the green is my first, but I'm looking for now 960 Ford tricycles, what I'm looking for.
Okay, Johnny, so you have a specific tractor in mind. What is it about that tractor that has your eye on it?
Okay, it's a 960 Ford. It's a tricycle Ford, and it has a 5-speed transmission, and it's a push and pull that I had on the farm when we was on the farm. And we had a Ford 800. So I'm looking for a 900 Ford now, a 960. It's got the live power takeoff on it. Well, when you stop the tractor, the PTO keeps going, then you can stop the PTO.
And you think you're going to go home with something this weekend?
Probably so. I looked at it, this Ford Greater down here. I'm going to look at it each time. And like I say, and also they got the 900 series down here I'll be looking very closely at. And if we don't, then it gives us a chance to come back and do it again.
You've got a lot to look at this week, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot out of it. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you.
I'm Bailey at the Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Auction.
Ever have a need on the farm or ranch where you need the power of a dozer in a smaller size? Introducing the MagnaTrack tractor. The Struck Corporation has been making hard-working equipment for homeowners, do-it-yourselfers, and for light commercial contractors for more than 45 years. Have the do-it-yourself itch for a project? Build your own dozer. Perfect for the farm and ranch. It's the MagnaTrack tractors from the Struck Corporation. Call or click to request free information today. How many thousands of dollars have you spent on your truck and trailer to make it a comfortable and safe towing experience? How about investing a small amount in the actual connection to ensure a comfortable ride? Introducing the Shocker Hitch. With its simple pivot design, it will provide shock absorption both up and down and back and forth much better than other designs. For more information and a more comfortable ride, call toll-free at the number below or go to shockerhitch.com. With proper maintenance and care, our smiles can last a very long time. We want our dentists to choose the very best products. Pink Band. Pink Band goes around your tooth for improved moisture control with its patent silicone coating. Contamination or leakage of your dental filling while your dentist is placing a composite is known to cause the dental fillings to fail prematurely. Pink Band is a new, innovative dental product to ensure your smile will last a long time. Ask your dentist if Pink Band is right for you.
Coming up next is F38 Max, a 1970 John Deere 2520. Now this is a gas. That's good for a couple reasons, but mainly it's going to clean out the air in here a little bit. Again, nicely restored John Deere, fresh overhaul in the motor, a new radiator, starter, seat. This has got tell me about the synchro range.
Okay, the synchro range transmission, what it was is you had 8 forward speeds, but as you shifted through, you could bounce between 2 different speeds, and it was synchronized, so you didn't have to clutch. So you could go from like 4th to 5th without having to clutch. It was really kind of an innovative design. Of course, these 2520s, if anyone was watching the show from November, these 2520s are hot. They bring good money. 2520 gas with the synchro range, I mean, that was kind of the bread and butter of the 2520s. The 2520 power shift, those bring a little bit more money. But this tractor here, with the work that's done to it, I guarantee that this guy's probably got at least that much tied up in this tractor. It's only got the single hydraulics on it, but these are just nice, handy little tractors. Guys that grew up with 4020s, I think a lot of them are buying these 2520s because they're easier to load and unload. You're not carrying as much weight. So
right now they're trying to get $12,000 for this 1970 2520.
And it kind of speaks to the paint job that's on it. You can see a little bit of the water beading up on it from some of the mist and rain we've got out here. And I mean, you just know that paint's good and it's been waxed. So, I mean, good looking little tractor.
Looking for they got 11.2.5 bid, looking for 11.5. Now they've got 11.5, looking for 11.750. No indication on the reserve yet. They're starting to roll it out the door. They're starting to wind it down. That reserve was met, and that sold for $12,000. So,
very, very nice tractor for the money. So
now we're trying to get the driver's attention to get this next one in here, and I tell you, now we're getting this a pretty neat looking tractor. This is lot number F39, 1963. This is the Orchard Minneapolis Moline Jetstar. Really nice restoration job on this one. Jetstar built 2 in 1963, it looks like. Only 22 built with the gas LP. This is the very first Jetstar 2 gas LP Orchard built. This is the first one right there.
Yeah,
this has got to be one of our feature.
Yeah, this is one of our feature tractors, and of course the Jetstar 2 was only built 1 year in 1963. Only 22 Jetstar 2 gas LP Orchards built. So this one here is
number 1 of 22. Am I seeing that right?
Yep, 1 of 22 built. So, and this is the very first Jetstar 2 gas LP Orchard built. So we got serial number 1 of a very rare tractor. So the bidding ought to be pretty hot and heavy on this. And of course, this is when Minneapolis Moline went to that brown color. And I think it kind of looks nice on those tractors, but
it's unique. It certainly is unique. That's some collector is going to want to put this one away because this one is as collectible as it gets. It sounds like. Right now, the bid is in the 14s. They're looking for $15,000 against the 63. So this is the Jetstar 2. Again, this is only built 1 year. This particular tractor, 22 of them built, and we have number 1 right here. As they start rolling out, it looks like it's bid about $14,750.
Yeah, and of course you look at that, I'm pretty sure those are original diamond tread rear tires on it, so.
Sold for $14,500. Now we're getting to lot number F40. And this is a 1959 John Deere 730, it's gas. It's one of 292 built that year, 1959. It's got all the options, full 3-point, dual remotes, PTO. It's got the front weights. Pretty nice, as you said. Still got its work clothes, got some patina on the fenders. Less than 1,000 hours. So they're billing this as one of the best original 730s that you're going to find. It does look to be in pretty original condition.
Yeah, the only thing rarer than this would be the 730 all fuel standard, but I mean this has got the weights on it. The weights match the patina of the tractor. It looks like original front tires on it, original paint. I mean they just don't come any more original than what this tractor is. I mean the rear tires look like they've probably been replaced at some point in its life. It's got rear wheel weights. Like you were saying, the 3-point, just a very nice tractor.
This is one of our featured tractors as well, and you can tell, given the price it's bringing, this F40 1959 John Deere 730, we're looking for $21,000 on it. So you keep one in original and keep it in this nice condition, it's worth some dough.
Well, and a lot of these guys, they'll restore a good original tractor, and they're only original once, and that really tells you what these tractors look like and where certain things were placed on them. And
$20,500. That was sold, that feature. F41 coming up next, Max, a 1969 International 656. Another nicely restored tractor. It's got the nice fenders on it. It's 3-point. New tires on the rear. Hydro works good. It's got low hours, believed to be 2,400, which in a 1969 tractor, pretty darn low. Nice paint, new hydraulic couplers, new seat, new steering wheel. So, again, a nicely restored tractor that could still do some work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely still usable. I mean, beautiful paint job on this tractor. Again, new tires. I mean, the guy's gone through and spent the money on it, so. I mean, 656 utilities, you don't see many of them. Of course, my grandfather, he had a 1969 656 row crop. And this one here, I mean, it speaks for itself as far as the quality of restoration. And
right now the bid's around $8,000. They're looking for $9,000. Now it looks like they're sneaking up to around $10,000 on this tractor.
And this is also a hydrostatic tractor too. It doesn't say that in our description here, but if you look at the one picture, it is a hydrostatic, which IH was really one of the first ones to start putting hydros in for a lot of the vegetable farmers. This would also be a real good baler tractor because you can control that speed and just get the right speed for it. Spraying, doing that type of stuff, cultivating, you could set it at whatever speed you wanted to.
Here starts rolling. They've got a $9,000 bid, looking for $95,000. Can't help but think that's a pretty good buy on that tractor, Max.
Yeah, I don't think that's too bad of a price.
$9,000. Nicely restored 656. So, all right, rolling in here now is some more John Deere green. This is lot F42. In 1955, this is a 40V. This particular model, the 40V was only built in 1955, and there's only 329 built. And this is again a rare tractor with a really nice restoration job, new tires, paint's beautiful, neat little tractor.
Yeah, and pretty much the 40Vs, it was kind of an in-between, not a high crop, but not the regular configuration. Pretty much what they did is they went through and put the 40 tricycle wheels on the back to get them up a little bit higher for clearance in certain crops. A lot of them were down south. Some of them were put together at the dealerships or the branch houses too. So very unique tractor. And a very nice restoration on this tractor too. So
right now they're looking for $10,000 on this tractor. We've only had a handful of tractors not sell today, so it's been pretty good for the sellers, and obviously a lot of happy buyers today. All right, the reserve is off on F42, so again, another neat little restored John Deere that's going to have a new proud owner here in just a few moments. All right, starting to roll out. We're at 10,250. $10,000 at 1955 40V. All right, another little utility tractor coming in here. This is lot F43, a 1958 International 240 utility. Nice, not a real new restoration, but it looks like it's in great condition.
Yeah.
No reserve auction on this tractor, too.
Yeah, selling at no reserve. Once again, if you look at this, this is another variation of the FARMALL C as it got a little bit later into production. They put the newer tin work, the square hood and all that on it, and really kind of stylized the tractor a little bit. And pretty nice little tractors. They're handy to use, nice for hauling loads or backing wagons in and out. So.
Again, no reserve on this. This tractor currently around the $442.50 bid, looking for $4,500.
And we've got the ringmen out here. They're really kind of working the crowd here, trying to find these bidders that are interested in these tractors. So,
looking at about $5,000 on this tractor. I think a pretty good buy, especially given the condition of that tractor and the usability and the versatility of that tractor.
You'd take it right home and put it to work, or use it for the tractor drives and have fun with it. So.
$5,000 F43 sold, that 1958 International 240 utility. It is going home, gone farming. All right, we've got an original John Deere 4630 coming in right now with cab. Saw a lot of these around our place. My best friend's family farmed with that tractor right there, several thousand acres, and that was a workhorse. I remember riding in a tractor like that an awful lot. It's hard for me to believe that tractor's at an antique tractor show, Max.
Well, and of course, the 30 series came out in 1972. These, I think, were a little bit later. They came out with the 4430 first, but these things here, this was really the big dog in the row crop tractors for John Deere at the time, and they are good tractors. And of course, when they came out with this cab style, the sound guard body, it just kind of revolutionized what a tractor cab should be. It was a lot quieter, a lot more comfortable to ride in. And this one here, of course, in its original work clothes, looks like the tires have had some work done to them on the back, but these tractors here, they were bought to use. No one ever thought that they were still going to be around to be able to sell them at an antique tractor auction. So.
Yeah, I remember when they came out with those curved front windows on those cabs and those John Deeres. That was a space age looking back at the time, but it sure helped visibility and really helped styling on those tractors.
Yeah, and of course this one here has got the cab mounted lights up on the corners. I believe it's got dual hydraulics on it, 3-point hitch. Really were a good tractor for what they were. So
right now they're looking at trying to get 12.5 out of this tractor.
And it's really some good, some cheap horsepower for a guy if he may want a tractor to use a little bit around the farm. So definitely a lot of life left in it yet.
And that tractor's starting to roll out the door, and we'll see about the reserve, what indication we get from Dan Meekum. They're at 12.5, looking for 12.750 on the tractor. Now they've got it up to $13,000. Those late bidders are starting to jump on now that she's rolling out the door.
Yeah, there have been a lot of them that they kind of wait as that thing's rolling out, and I think they're just kind of testing the other guy, see if he can sneak one last bid in there and get it bought. So.
Well, I agree with the auctioneer on that one. That's a lot of tractor for the money. Like you said, that's pretty inexpensive horsepower. And they're working those last few bidders. They must be close. They must be going to sell this thing.
And the reserve just got pulled on that tractor, so.
No wonder they're working it. They knew they were close. They just got the owner to agree to take $13,000, so they're trying to eke up to $13,250. $13,000 even. So right at the number it looks like the seller wanted, and they got a guy willing to pay it, so we've got a new owner. Well, folks, thanks for watching this week's edition of the Meekham's Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Auction from Davenport, Iowa. It's the 2014 Spring Classic. And just like the last few weeks, this week we had, Max, a number of great tractors, a little activity in the ring, some exciting things bid on, and folks were pretty happy about what they saw today.
Yeah, it was a very interesting lineup today, and hopefully we'll have some better ones on the next one.
And you won't want to miss it. Now, the Meekham's Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Show on RFD-TV airs every Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern or 4:30 Central, and then again we run it on Saturdays at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central. So tell your friends, you won't want to miss it. It's the 2014 Spring Classic from Davenport, Iowa. Meekham's Gone Farmin' Antique Tractor Auction. We'll see you next week.